Hey YouTubers, Steven here. How's everybody's day going? Well, as you can see, I'm on the back deck. It's a beautiful sunny day, and you guys voted for the Ginger Saison on my book review for Extreme Home Brewing, so that's what I'm making today. So it'll just be ready for our trip to Montreal, so I'm hoping to leave a couple of bottles for Marco to try. And while I'm brewing today and waiting for the time to pass, I picked up another book last night. How to Brew by John J. Palmer. Anybody read this? Looking through the table of contents, it looks like it's got a lot of information in it. So, first couple of chapters that I got through last night are just your run-of-the-mill extract brewing. You know, this is your equipment, sanitization, but it doesn't hurt to review, right? So, had a couple of problems with my camera. It didn't really want to work for me. So my strike temperature on my water is a couple of degrees high. So I've got the lid off. I'm going to let it cool down a little bit. And then when we're ready to mash in our grains, I'll bring you back. Alright, so ready to mash in some of our grains. And I'll put the instructions in the more info. Give it a stir. Make sure we got no dough balls. And we'll put the last in, so we don't, and we'll make sure we don't have any dough balls. All right, there we go. Now my strike temperature was 71 degrees Celsius, and I'm just about right on that. Actually, I had to let my pot cool down a little bit. That doesn't look like something that was supposed to be in it. I don't know of any grains that are green. Anyways, so silver spoon, and I'm going to set this brew timer for the mash. And we'll be back. Alright, our hour is up. Let's check some things out. Now, I did check the temperature of the mash. I only lost 1 degree Celsius over the hour, so I'm pretty happy with how my mash tun is performing. It's a little cloudy. Alright, I think this is going to be my last running for this because it's running nice and clear. So, alright, we'll get this drained out, and I'm going to do a batch sparge. The batch sparge is just 11.5 liters of water at 75 degrees Celsius. My water's at temperature right now. I'll check it again before I actually put it in, but anyways, I'm rambling, so we'll be back in a couple of minutes. Alright everybody, we've got good rolling boil going. I've got a good hot break, and looks like it's acting up again. Better get my spray bottle just in case. Okay, in my hot bag, I've got 1.85 ounces of Hallertauer. I think I'm pronouncing it wrong, but anywho, let's get our hop edition in here and get our timer going for an hour boil. Spray bottle ready just in case. I think we're going to be good. Alright, next hop addition isn't until 15 minutes left in the boil. Alright, everybody, we're back. So, 15 minutes, I thought I had a hop addition. It's actually my Werflock at 15 minutes. And, hopefully we can see this. Alright, light Belgian candied sugar. Wow, talk about rock sugar or sugar rocks. The recipe basically called for, what was it, 770 grams. Okay, there's 448 grams in the bag. So, I'm just going to use the 2 bags. I'm adjusting my, my recipe as I go. Because in the book, this was originally a 19-liter batch. And I put it into Beersmith. And then I converted it to 23 liters. Or scaled it, I should say. So, the little extra sugar from this, all it's going to do is bump my alcohol a little more, or as my buddy Canada Greg says, you know, bump that octane up. I'm just going to give this sugar a little stir down here. It's all sitting on the bottom and I don't want it to burn. Alright, so my next hop addition is in 10 minutes. Okay, we're at 10 minutes left of the boil. And this is an ounce of Hallertauer. Hallertauer. Put it in there, get this clipped. Alright, so we'll be back in about 5 minutes. Alright, as you can see, I got my stuck my wort chiller in there after the last hop addition, and I just have an ounce of fuggles. The recipe actually called for Styrian Goldings, but Noble Grape didn't have them, so it was a choice between Willamette or Fuggles as the substitute. So I figured, you know what, I've never used Fuggles, so Fuggles it is. Alright, so one last step, and we'll get to that in the last flame out. Alright folks, our 60-minute boil is over. Next is to add the crystallized ginger. This is ginger root simmered with all kinds of sugars and etc, etc. There is 60 grams here, and it's supposed to go in at flame out. So there's flame out. Dump it in, and it says to give it a little stir for about a minute. We'll get a nice little whirlpool going here, and we're going to get our wort chiller going here in a minute, and we'll come back. Alright, so for the last step, we're using Wyeast, 1214 Belgian Abbey. So, I did the smack pack. It's semi there. Should have done it earlier when I was on the boil, but anywho. Alright, so in we go. Such yummy goodness. Now that that's on, we'll get our lid on. And I've got sanitizer in my airlock. Get our bung in. Alright. We are ready to go. So, that's it. All we got to do is wait for this to ferment out. and we'll bottle it, hopefully weak fermentation, and I can bottle it and it'll be just carbonated for when we go up to Montreal. So hopefully it'll clear out nicely. There, while I was cooling it, I could really see everything starting to clump up, the proteins and whatnot clumping up, and so it's a good sign. I haven't even sampled it. So my original gravity on this, I did take it before I transferred my wort out of the pot into my fermenting bucket, and my starting gravity is 1.074. So that the ballpark I was looking for was in around 7%. So we'll see where it ends. So stay tuned for the review video. I'm not going to tack it on to the end of this one. So anyways, hope everyone's having a great day. Shout out to my new subscribers. Thanks for joining me. And until next time, be hoppy.